gracious to me. Now, the DA, on the other hand, has actually put out misinformation about this, said that, no vinegar was sprayed. It was just water, even though Hickson admitted to the Internal Affairs officer that he did spray me in the face with vinegar. And so it's kind of a precarious, situation down here. And the First Assembly of God has not contacted me, apologized, or had any contact with me whatsoever. So
now, this is worse than the church being apathetic. Here's the church actually attacking someone that's going to expose them for the truth. If when they come under conviction, instead of just facing it, here's a group that will do nothing to stop the abortion, stop the killing of babies, but let a person come out there and say to the church, like a John the Baptist, and all of a sudden this guy gets attacked.
Yeah, and I am not protesting the church. This is a good church. Okay, I don't go to a church that's pro-choice, because I go to the church that is active and loves God and believes in Jesus and the whole bit. I go to the good church and say, hey, look, good people of God, let's stand up. I'm exhorting the church, and they don't want to get in any political realm. They don't want to deal with the abortion issue, but that's why I'm exhorting them to do so. But I can tell you this, and this is a quite amazing thing. The most dangerous place I've ever stood up for God has been out in front of a church so far.
And this was a Baptist church?
Planned Parenthood, I've never really had much of an issue.
Oh, the Baptist church is the one across street from Planned Parenthood. Oh, okay. That's what he said here.
Well, there is a church across from Planned Parenthood. It's a Baptist church, and they're kind of in the same situation. They really don't do a whole lot. But this First Assembly Church is not in front of the Planned Parenthood.
Well, anyway. Listen.
Get the blood pressure.
Todd, yeah, right. We got to stop this before I say something that I shouldn't say. But anyway, Todd, I hope you weren't permanently harmed from vinegar and water being sprayed on you. You sound like you've bounced back, but
yes,
it's just an example. And I'll guarantee you, if this policeman went to a scene, was called to a scene, and somebody sprayed him with vinegar and with a garden hose, he'd be the first one saying, put this guy in jail.
Yep.
Right.
The very first one.
Right.
Thanks for joining us, Todd. We appreciate it, sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. These are the real heroes that are out there.
This is like we talked about earlier, Bart Gaffney dying. The people like Todd and like Peggy that are out there on the front lines, they don't get the national attention. They're not going to be on in Newsweek. They're not going to be on O'Reilly tonight or Sean Hannity or Sean Vanity or some other thing like that. But they're out there doing the heavy lifting.
Yes,
yep, that's right. That's right. It's just, I was thinking, I wrote this thing, ping pong scam. I wrote an article years ago. He was mentioning how you go to these churches and they say, well, that's a political issue. We're not going to get involved in it. And I wrote an article years ago about what I called the great ping pong scam. And it continues to work to this day. And it goes like this. When we go to the political people and say, get involved with abortion. Oh, no, that's a religious issue. We can't get involved in that. You go see the church. So you go to the church and they say, oh, no, that's a political issue. We don't get involved in that. You need to go see your congressman. Mm-hmm. And and it's ping and pong. They keep bouncing us back and forth. At some point, we're going to have to call these people's feet to the fire, hold these people's feet to the fire on this. Yes. And people like Todd and Peggy and others are out there doing that. Mm-hmm. And because of that, they're going to, pay a price. Fortunately, getting sprayed with a little vinegar and with a water hose isn't that big a deal.
That's the principle.
But not only is this a pro-abort, but the guy is a police officer. He's supposed to be held to a higher standard than this. Instead, he's held to a lower standard because it's abortion. Anyway, that's it for this month. Until next time, remember, Life Dynamics is not here to put up a good fight. We're here to win, because winning is how this killing stops. We'll see you in June.